good experience in that industry, and I'm wondering, how did you find that niche, right? Like, so the niche with Compass Edge, I know that you explained a little bit the transition part before,
right?
But I'm wondering, like, why, for you personally, why hotels? Why independent hotels? And why specifically digital marketing for independent hotels? Like, what is it about that you find interesting, or that you decided this is the place that I want to spend my focus in my career?
Actually, I start with a very good luxury brand, Four Seasons, and that is a perfect, excellent training ground for me, and I love that, and I'm still a fan of Four Seasons. So, but moving on, I work for independent hotels, and you can call me stupid, but to me is I can see that potential. Okay, especially for the China market, more and more Chinese look for authentic local experiences, and they try to deviate. Before they want consistency, they want to stay with a chain, and now more and more with the information on internet, on social media, they say, oh, I want to stay at somewhere unique, somewhere special. I want to really experience, the destination. So I see huge potential for independent hotels in the different market to capture the Chinese outbound tourists. So actually, I see that as a huge potential market. And for me personally, because of my work with small luxury hotel of the world, I am that type of travelers. So I myself will pick an independent luxury hotel to stay, to experience, and that gives me some like a similar thinking path of how I can market them to the audience. So and I also can see the challenges that they face, that without a company or consulting or things like that, it's very hard for them to keep up with China market every day. Okay, I was doing a presentation. I will be doing a presentation later this week, and now it's on my third or fourth draft. And the reason why is every day there's new news, and I want to put the latest news on the presentation. Okay, just this morning, Marriott announced that they have the big brand day on Tmall. Okay, and they are doing a facial recognition check-in. So I used another example on my previous presentation, and now today when the news is out, I have to change it because I want to change it to the latest. So to me, is how can an independent hotel, how can someone have that resources? How can company have the resources to know that much about the China market? So as I said, you can call me stupid, but I'm passionate to help independent hotels. I want to say, okay, we understand you don't have a lot of resources, both human resources or even financial resources, but the urgency is we know we need to get you in there, because the later you get in, the more expensive, and you're getting nowhere. Okay, the space is already crowded. So let us help you to get in there. So I'm passionate to help independent hotels to get into that arena. And I think sometimes when you are really passionate about something, then you will you are focusing your energy in what you like to do. So that's an area that I think I'm really passionate in, and that's the area I think I can help independent hotels to get into this complex China online world.
And so when you look at the Chinese culture and the differences in the culture and the language barriers that are there, how important would you say it is for people who are trying to run businesses here to be able to speak the language and to understand the culture?
I think definitely understanding the culture is critical. Okay, but it doesn't matter whether you are Chinese or Irish or whoever. To me is there are a lot of people that are immersed in the Chinese culture. Okay, so as long as you understand the Chinese culture, as long as language is important, but up until a certain level, I would say. Okay, we do have our joint venture, as I told you, in Wuhan, and I think that is the balance. I honestly think you need a team of people who are Chinese, because you really know real Chinese, local Chinese, what they do, what they think, okay, and then how they interpret things. But what I say about the bridge is sometimes what they think needs to be balanced with what our clients want. Okay, so with the language that they can speak, with every input that they can give, and then plus us in the middle to balance that out, I think that will make a good combination. So to me, it's the people going into the Chinese business definitely need to appreciate the Chinese culture. Okay, whether you agree to some and not agree to some, whatever you see, you just have to embrace it, because if you don't like it, I always believe if you don't like something, you cannot do it well. So you have to like that, okay, in order for you to succeed and be creative and say, okay, how can I make it better? If you think it's not as good now, okay, what can I do to make it better? So that's always my passion to do that. So I think understanding culture is good. And I will openly say it, I'm not very good in Mandarin, as you know, which a lot of people do not believe, but since I kind of grew up in Canada and I was born in Hong Kong, we speak Cantonese, so Mandarin is not my mother tongue at all, okay? So, probably you speak better Mandarin than me, but to me, I understand the culture, I can communicate with the team, I can do a lot of things, so to me that is important, the understanding